Tell me about yourself. Hello, my name is Michelle Valencia, and I am currently an undeclared student at the Fox School of Business at Temple University. I started off as a nursing major straight out of high school and found interest in business. I am interested in international business because it relates to me. I love to learn about different cultures because I myself am a product of being from a bicultural society, and I am also bilingual. I am fluent in both English and Spanish, which I find it to be very beneficial. I came to the United States when I was 7 years old, which was a drastic change for me. It was very hard for me to adapt to a new environment, a new culture, learn a new language, and also the climate change. Although it may seem minor, the winter months here are very hard to accustom to when you come from a place where there is no such thing as winter. Spending a great part of my life here, I learned to be very independent and hardworking, which helped me attain my goals. This is a country where there is a lot of opportunities, and I would never take it for granted, because if I wouldn't have been here, I wouldn't have seen the same opportunities back in Colombia. Something that I found very interesting in the Wall Street Journal was that within the last 2 years, the Wall Street Journal published a demand for bilingual and qualified workers. When I graduate, I would love to be one of these workers. Tell me about a significant accomplishment in your life. The first job I ever applied to was in Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom in Allentown at the age of 16. I received a position in the foods department and loved what I did. My daily tasks were to prepare food, serve the customers, ring orders in on the register, and clean if I was a closer. I performed to the best of my ability and always tried to be a leader in my crew. My hard work paid off because I was then promoted to being a supervisor of a food stand. My daily tasks were now completely different than what I initially started with. I now had to make schedules for about 20 employees, take inventory, do queue sales every Sunday, monitor that employees were acting in accordance with Dorney Park's mission and vision, which was not easy. After 2 months of hard work, I became head supervisor of the largest and most busiest stand in the water park, which made me feel very confident if I were ever to get promoted again, because I knew that my managers knew that I was capable of performing well at any tasks that were given to me. It was very difficult in the beginning of my supervisor position because everyone that I worked in the food stand had started as a line worker with me, but now I was their boss. It was something very difficult to face, to act as a boss to my friends. In other words, I was not their friends during work anymore. I was their supervisor. I needed to gain the respect of being their leader, and it was very hard to overcome that. Also, in addition, I had to also overcome the fear of being a supervisor to employees that were a lot older than me, because I needed to let them know that they had to take me seriously even though I was younger than them. It did not take long to overcome these fears. In the end, it turned out how I eventually wanted it to end up. Everyone respected me as a leader, and most importantly, worked very well with. Other supervisors had complaints about the employees, but I did not. I learned how to be respected and made me feel accomplished because ultimately, being respected and being a leader was my goal. Tell me something you have learned in class. Professor Petrucci has been a great source thus far. We have learned many things that are certainly appropriate when beginning to work in our business career. Since he has been in the field for so many years, he has the ability to have that first-hand source to teach the class. One of the first things that I learned was our personality traits. Although I was aware that every single person had a different personality trait, I was never so sure that it could affect the workplace so much. Professor Petrucci explained how crucial it was to learn other people's personalities, because it could eventually affect us at any given place that we had to work at. Every day we have to work with different people, whether it's in class or at work. And it could be very negative if we don't cooperate with people from different personalities than our own. To know so much knowledge about this particular subject will definitely benefit me not only Professor Petrucci's class, but in any other class during my work experience. This is one of the many things that I've learned in Professor Petrucci's class.